Good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year. I just want to do this quick video. This is going to be a very quick one before I forget to do it. Last Sunday night, I went to the Bristol Speedway and Lights, and I got to tell you, I guess if you've seen Christmas lights, I think every city has them where you drive through with your kids and they have all of these displays of different lights. They can be cartoon characters that are dressed up in Christmas lights and different businesses that sponsor the lights. They have their displays with lights with the name of their business on it. So I went to the Speedway, and from the time you get there, first of all, it's an ordeal trying to even figure out how to get back there to it. But from the time I got there, 7:20 until like 8:23 for me to get through the lights and into the Speedway. Again, that was an hour wait just driving through looking at lights before you actually get into the tunnel and then get out onto the track. Now you're driving your vehicle, so it's all you're inside of your car. I'm glad I had a free ticket. Thank you, Charlene. That's one of my coworkers at work for giving me her ticket. She's been before and she didn't want to go anymore. It's definitely for an adult. Maybe I have the wrong attitude, but I think the lights are for something for the kids. These type of lights, in a child's eye, amazing, right? These lights will probably be amazing, but I've seen lights before. I've been through different lights. Even my hometown has lights that you go through a park. So I've seen them at several different cities. So sitting and waiting, I said, I'm going to go after the holidays so I don't have to sit and wait as long. I'm going to go after the Christmas holiday. So that hour, I was thinking, oh no, and once you're in it, you're trapped. There's no getting out of it. And I was like, oh no, this was definitely a mistake. I was already thinking. And now you're thinking, most people are probably thinking an hour is no time, but I've lived in cities, pretty much major cities, my whole adult life. And I think I've just been traumatized by sitting and waiting in traffic, sitting and waiting in lines, long lines due to traffic. So it felt more like a traffic jam to me that you're trying to get through. And the reason it's like that is because we started with 2 lanes, and they tell you this when you go to the booth, you drive up to give your tickets or to pay to get in. And then they tell you it's going to go down to 1 lane. So it's just like being on the highway with people trying to merge into the highway. And they don't know how to merge in. And you're just sitting there and you're moving really slow, really not even looking at the lights like that, right? I think I saw a couple of those lights. I saw a volcano. I saw the Ballot Health display, a couple of other ones, but a display is a display. So the part that I did like is once I got into the gate, you drive in, it's like the concession area. You see where normally when the races are going on, there's the little where you can go buy your food, like at any arena. Outside of the arena, you'll go outside, up the stairs and out the little area in the gateway area, and there's the concession stands. So they have that all decorated with lights. I like that light because you're driving through and underneath the light. So that was pretty nice. But once you get through there, you go down onto the actual track. So you get an opportunity to ride on the track. And the second, it doesn't take long. You drive a little bit and then you're on this curve that's I can't even describe. I'm trying to show you guys with my hand, but it's the turn that they make when they're doing the races. When you're watching the races on TV and when you're at the races, because I went to the race also last year, you don't realize how steep the track is, okay? That track is so steep on the turn. I almost lost it because I'm in the car by myself. I went by myself and I'm driving my vehicle. So I'm driving everything. You listen to Christmas music. You have the Christmas music going. They tell you to turn to the radio station to where the Christmas music is at. I had already abandoned the Christmas. I got tired of listening to that. and I put on my own playlist. While I was waiting and driving that whole hour, I was like, I'm done with the Christmas music now. Let me just put on some music to get me through this. So I get on the track. I'm sidetracking. I'm on the track, and I'm on this steep turn. So my mind is like, where do I go? What do I do? So naturally, I go up on the turn. That was a mistake. I go up, and the second I go up on the turn, my dashboard lights up with malfunctioning warnings from my car. System malfunctions, TPMS, tire pressure malfunctions, this malfunction. All these malfunctions were going off. I came down, the malfunctions were still going off as I came down the top of the slope and kind of came down to the level ground on the track. It doesn't take long. You're not on that long. So I made the turn, and then you're just on the straightaway, and my car was still lighting up. So now I'm really stressed out. I was already stressed about being up there and driving, feeling like the car is going to tip over on this steep turn. I just, with the stabilization gone, I was like, I'm getting ready to flip. I know this is it. Why did I do this, right? And then when all the lights flashed, I'm like, oh man, now I'm going to have to put all this money into getting my car fixed. Now, mind you, the closest dealership to me for my vehicle is in Asheville. And Asheville is like an hour and a half away because I went there, I went there right before Christmas. I think I went to Asheville. So I made that trip. And that trip to Asheville is going up and down mountains because that's what you're going through is the mountains. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to go up and down these mountains with all these lights on and all these malfunctions going on. So as you're going around, you go around the straightaway. Over on the left-hand side, you see, I think it's called the Christmas Village. And inside of the Christmas Village, people can park their cars. They have food in there, kettle corn, rides. It's like a mini fair type of thing almost, like a county fair type of thing, a mini county fair. And they say, you go in there. I don't know if there's Santa in there and different things, but there was a sign that said Christmas Village this way. I think that's the name of it. And Speedway lights this way with the arrows. I was like, I am not going in the Christmas Village. I've had enough of this. I am going out, getting out of here and see what's going on with my car. So I drove out and came on back. I actually went to Walmart first and sat in the parking lot, took out my manual on the phone and in my glove compartment and started reading. I kind of knew how to reset the tire pressure malfunction because I just had air put in there on Saturday. I went to Sam's Club and had my tires checked. So I just had that put in there. So I knew that was good. So I learned how to reset that light that lights up. But everything else, basically, it was just hit and miss. And I think that once the car just stabilized by itself, it went out because I went into Walmart and came back out and the system malfunction light was off, but I still had like this arrow with an exclamation point in it. And then also I had the seat belt for the passenger light on, but I think that light came on because I put all my groceries over in that seat. So to make a long story short, I have a vehicle that I don't know how to turn things off, a vehicle that goes crazy all with the electronic stuff. I'm not used to all of the electronics. It was a very scary moment for me. And I was thinking, I'm gonna have to put a lot of money into this vehicle to get it fixed because of that. I wanted to experience the Speedway and lights. But I will say to wrap all of this up, it was an experience. I think that if you visit the area, you should definitely see it, especially if you're into car racing and you want to get on that track and drive, right? That's something that a lot of people enjoy and they want to do it. I wanted to do it, but I didn't think it was going to be like that, to that degree, where I was scared to be on the turn and my car started going crazy. I think once the car started going crazy, it made it worse. But I would recommend, it's a one-time. You should go and see it. Get the opportunity to drive on the track. Don't let me scare you away. But for me, I'm done with it unless I'm in the car with somebody else and they're driving their own vehicle. But Happy New Year again, and you guys have a good evening. It's time for me to get ready to go to bed. I got to go to work in the morning. Bye-bye.